So what do you need to know about physics if you're thinking about choosing it in third year? First thing is that the first year science that you did had a lot of physics in it. Anything to do with temperature or electricity or the motion of planets and properties of matter such as expansion for solids, liquids and gases, they're all different aspects of physics. The sort of jobs that you could go into using physics is some of the more obvious engineering or the trades like plumbing, electrician, but there's other things to do with music and design and IT where having a physics qualification is a real advantage. The sort of things that you might do in your spare time using physics, anything that involves using technology such as your phone or games console has physics behind it, and a lot of games such as football and golf, because of the way the ball moves, is actually governed by the laws of physics. In terms of difficulty, although physics has a reputation for being a difficult subject, it does require you to think, so you will need to have to concentrate, but there again, people who do take it, over half of people who took National 5 Physics in 2016 got an A or a B grade, so people can do quite well once they embark on it. A lot of the course is practical, so you do get to do more than just do calculations and sums. In terms of the calculations that you need to do, there's nothing much more than level 3 maths. Using most of the equations are just three-way equations like distance equals speed times time, which you've already done in science and in maths. And if your mental maths isn't brilliant, then you do get to use your calculator, and you're allowed to use calculators in all the exams. In terms of the split between male and female, there is still a majority of boys taking physics, but the girls who do take physics tend to achieve more top grades than the boys. So 40% of girls taking physics got an A compared to 27% of the boys at National 5. The 3 units that are covered in third year are electricity and electronics, so to do with different types of circuits, a bit like a circuits race that you did in first year. All about motion and space, Newton's laws of motion, and space exploration and different types of space vehicles. There is no practical field trips on this part of the unit, I should point out. And waves and fluids, all the different properties of matter and the electromagnetic spectrum and gases and buoyancy. So these are just some of the things that use physics behind them. Optical fibers for broadband, trains, the hyperloop, electrical circuits in your home, heating circuits, power stations, how airplanes fly, International Space Station, different planets in the solar system, nebulae, lightning. The weird dot that you can see there is an exoplanet in a different solar system that we can now detect. How the lenses and electronics of a camera work. How stethoscopes in medical physics, NMR scanners in medicine, particle physics. This is images of the Large Hadron Collider. So sort of jobs that people go into with a physics qualification, you can see that there's not many people go into pure research. A lot of people go into the IT and information sector, some people into industry, and then a lot of people actually end up in finance and also engineering there. So, but there's a big quarter here of people who do all sorts of other things. And funnily enough, there's only 1% of physics people go into teaching. So who teaches physics at Melbourne? Well, it's myself, Mr. Crawshaw, there's Mr. Miller, and there's Mr. Probert. And the last thing, if you go on to the next video, then you'll actually see what the pupils actually said from a few years ago.